Hey survivors, MakeShift here, once again joined by my co-host Winks. Hello.
Hi everybody.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Happy to be here again.
Awesome. So we're here to do our Wasteland decompression on today's episode. Wasteland was a few weeks ago already. We've been pretty busy since then.
We have, but every day I think about it and think of how I wish I were still there.
Yeah. So, as all the Facebook pages and on all the chats kind of like slow down back to normal, I think it's a good time for us to like go through Wasteland.
Yeah.
Talk about our experience.
Yeah, recount our stories and our travails.
Yeah, and we've also both got our Wasteland hauls to go through today.
Yeah, we're going to pick like a few cool items that we each received this year and talk a little bit about them.
Yeah. So we're going to break today's episode up. We're going to talk a little bit about the event. We're going to go to our hauls. We're going to talk about the rest of the event. And before we get started, I'm going to talk about this, which is the Patch of the Month Club it's been awesome.
Yes.
You've heard me this month. It's been absolutely crazy. A lot of people signing up. Which has been awesome.
Yeah,
I think
congratulations.
Thank you. It's really exciting because I started this almost 2 years ago now. And it was just kind of like what's a cool thing that I can do to give back to my Patreon supporters? Encourage a few more people to join. But really, Patreon very often, and for most of the beginning of my account, was just, hey, I'm doing something cool.
Yeah.
If you want to support it, jump in and throw a few bones. But by adding the Patch of the Month Club, now there's something tangible and people are getting it every month. I saw so many costumes this year with the patches all over them.
I actually had someone come in. I had some extras of yours that I had out on our barter mat, and someone came in and wanted the whole set of them.
That's so fun.
And bartered for them, which was really exciting.
Yay.
But yeah, I also saw several costumes with lots of patches that are from Patch of the Month. I feel like maybe you are like the single biggest supplier of Wasteland patches at this point.
It could be at this point.
I think you've cornered the Wasteland patch market.
Yeah. And the coolest thing is so many of the patches come from the tribes and other Wastelanders. Sometimes we make exclusives, which this month is exclusive. And sometimes the tribes send in the patches that they have already. So
yeah, a lot of them are designed by the tribes themselves, which is really, really cool. And some of them are designed by you.
Yeah. It tends to be about 50-50, although now I think it's going to start getting a little bit heavier toward the tribes because a lot more people are getting involved.
That's really exciting though. That's like, and hey, if you're a tribe that has a cool logo or design that you want, message this guy.
Yeah.
Because he's always thrilled to work with new people.
I definitely. And I've already reached out to several tribes, so I think we've got quite a few coming. But yeah, we're looking for all the patches for 2026 right now. So if you have a design that you want to be part of the program, send it in. But let's get to who's sponsoring this month. So it is the Goat Heads. These guys have been awesome. They hosted my live show for the past 2 years on Saturday afternoon, which is so fun. And this is an exclusive design because while they had a Goat Heads patch already, they did not have their Belching Goat Tavern. So, and then the pentagram symbol to kind of fit the goat head right in there. Yeah. So I helped finish the design on this. They sent me all the art, but I just kind of like laid it out a little bit. Super excited about that.
Yeah, it's a really good looking patch. It looks great.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited about it. And the Goat Heads I know are very excited about it. But here's the kicker. For people that sign up this month, which I've done a handful of times so far. It's not every month, but it's been a handful. You get last month's patch for free. So I know a lot of people were like, hey, where was that Wastelander patch? Where are people getting this? And this is only on the Apocalypse Post. I designed this one because I was like, man, we all just need to like let the world know who we are, right?
Something you can just put on your everyday jacket.
Totally, yeah.
Let people know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to get more of these because
you're like, what, almost out already?
I'm down to just a few, which is kind of nuts.
You look really nice together.
Oh yeah, that's the better angle there. Thank you. Yeah, they do look nice together. I'm pretty sure that's the same gold thread on both of those.
Very nice.
But yeah, so if you want to, if you're interested in one of these patches, you got to sign up by the end of the month. So we're recording in October, so this is November's patch. Of course, if you were already a member last month, you're just going to get the Goat Heads one. But you already got the Wastelander one this month.
If you sign up, I will whisper a compliment into every single envelope that I stamp and Phil.
Oh yeah, because Winks has been part of my sweatshop as we're like hand stamping these
Winks
things.
compliment whispered into an envelope, now's your chance. You're welcome.
All right, well, that's our cold open, sponsored by the Patch of the Month Club. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into the show. Here comes the countdown. What happened? We did this ourselves.
They're coming. It can't be.
Where is everyone?
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
Wasteland 2025.
We had kind of a really interesting start to the year this year.
It was.
Yeah, as many people know, especially early access folks, there was a rainstorm on site, which is crazy. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Not
to
like this.
That extent.
They get rain out there, but not like this.
That. Yeah, so a lot of the roads were like washed out. They were having trouble getting in the build crew. And so I know a lot of folks, I know my tribe, we're flying in on Saturday and we're all like checking frantically all day the like official kind of stuff from Mab and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, okay, like we had no doubt that they could get it handled.
Yeah.
And they did. They did an incredible job. They worked super hard.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was fine. But you know, we're flying out. We're like, we have a hotel for one night and one night only.
Right.
And so we're like, ooh, okay, are we going to have to book another hotel? But everything was fine. They handled it. They did a great job, and we were in Sunday as we were supposed to be. So kudos to them because
they really crushed it.
That's crazy to deal with that, and especially on dirt roads, and they straight up had to like carve around the existing. They did a really good job.
Yeah, and so now, as you know, I'm close friends with a lot of the build crew. So they were sharing some pictures of like literal like amounts of water sitting on top
Just
of the desert, not
water.
just flow, but like actual, like it was a lake.
Yeah.
It was a 2-inch lake over a lot of Wasteland Valley. I know that Anne and Carl got a picture swimming in Lake Costner.
Oh, that's funny.
Because it was probably like, I don't know, 8 inches or 12 inches deep or something like that. So they
That's
actually
really
went in there and
funny.
waded in the mud, which is kind of crazy.
That's cute. I like that.
Super fun. And yeah, when I was getting there, I was aiming to get there on Friday. And of course, right as I'm turning on to California
Literally,
City
you
Boulevard.
were on the street,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Nobody come."
Well, no, the first warning was four-wheel
Drive only, and so you were like, "Oh, good, yeah, I have that."
Yeah, totally. So, I'm heading down California City Boulevard. I'm only carrying my motorcycle. I'm literally going to drop off a motorcycle and then go get my camper and come back either later or the next day. And then I see a truck with a camper that's jackknifed.
Yeah.
And it's Hale and TK. I'm sure you guys don't mind me saying this. It happened, you know. But yeah, they were jackknifed. Unfortunately, just the mud they hit.
Yeah.
And I think Hal tried to go up and around it, but the berms were actually the softest bits. So the road was mud. The dirt was like soaked through. It was a sponge for the first inch, and then once you get past that inch, you could keep going.
Yeah.
But the berms were just
mush.
They were
all the way
literal
through.
like chocolate mousse, just trying to get out.
You even like I think we were driving out one of the days, and you were like, "Oh, that's where they got stuck." And
Yeah.
it was like these deep gouges. I was like, "Oh wow, no wonder."
Yeah. And that desert's not used to rain, so when it rains, it washes out because there's no plant life, there's no grass, there's no real topsoil.
Yeah. And
so
the road is below the ground around it.
So many spots, the washes and the road are one and the same.
Yeah. Someone sent, or I saw a photo from, I think it was Friday night, the night that they had the crazy rain, or was that Thursday night?
Thursday was the actual rain.
And it's just like someone's headlights and like just water.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I was looking at.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was literally like, what is this?
Yeah.
And they were like, it's Rosewood. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, because the east side of Rosewood was not just wet, but it was under
flooded.
like flooded.
Yeah.
And I know that some of the heavy equipment was up to the cab, and we're talking 3 feet up in that case. So yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah, truly unprecedented levels of water.
Yeah.
So again, cannot overstate how well the event handled it. They were very communicative with early access folks. You know, they made sure to send out on like I think Facebook and Discord being like, hey, do not come. Like we can't handle anyone on the road right now. And I think most people hopefully got the message, but they ended up taking care of it. And I was shocked when we went out on Sunday after seeing those photos of like how smooth the drive-in was.
Yeah, it honestly, like, Rosewood was back to normal by Sunday. It was a little
windy. There were some, like, windy moments where they had to kind of go around the normal straight road. But, like, it was fantastic.
Yeah, and props to Coach of the Dead Crows. He does mostly electric grid for Wasteland. But he does a lot of build, and he was the one actually handling that caterpillar that put the road back together. And it was a lot lot of work. Pretty wild.
I can't imagine how stressful that was for folks who were already on site. So I hope you guys are in therapy, because I would have had a nervous breakdown. Y'all are stronger than me.
Yeah. All right. So Waterland weekend aside, which we did not.
Wetland weekend.
Yeah, we did not. We did not get our wetland weekend.
Thank God.
There was a cool side effect. So I kept my camper parked at Tim's house, Tim of Attack. He still has a piece of land where a few people keep their campers and stuff.
Vehicles.
So I was just like, okay, I can't go there. I'll just go and start prepping the camper. And I got there, and a bunch of the attack squad and a few other people were hanging out, like doing some last minute builds, but mostly like
that's nice.
We just hung out while I prepped the camper and stuff, just waiting for them to tell us to come back, which was pretty cool overall.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was a nice little
camp out.
Yeah, because sometimes I get there early enough that I can go down to LA, hang out with some Wastelanders down there, and do like a little bit of like a pre-excited Wasteland.
Yeah, but your drive out was a little later than usual.
Yeah, it was.
And so
for reasons.
And so yeah, the reason was my birthday.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was, it's kind of nice because you did end up getting like a night of downtime.
Yeah,
because of that. I think otherwise you would have been like straight to the event, setting up. Helping build. And so it's kind of nice you got to hang out.
So as much as I would have loved to have been there, because normally I aim for like Wednesday or Thursday, tend to get there Thursday or Friday. But had I gotten there Wednesday, this would have been another documentary year. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because that would have been some amazing footage.
That would have been a cool documentary.
Yeah. But I was locked out. I was so close.
You were so
close.
Was
like, the spot on Rosewood that you couldn't get past was literally like more than halfway. So I was like 2 miles from Wasteland.
And shortly after they sent out the like 4-wheel drive only, they were like straight up nobody. Don't come.
No
one at all.
Yeah, because at that point you're just ruining the roads.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get to hang out in the attack yard, which was super fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, and then when they finally opened the gates, I have not ever waited in line before.
Oh, that sounds really hard.
The only time I waited in line was for Neotropolis. My first Neotropolis, which was Neo 2, I did the midnight line because I'd always wanted to do that.
Oh, cool.
But this time it was like literally a logistics line because it was still pre-Wasteland.
Right.
It was early arrival.
It was like early arrival, and then early arrival, and then the people arriving today were all in one line.
Yeah.
It sounds like they got through it pretty fast, though.
It did go really fast.
You said you were only there for an hour, which...
Yeah, probably an hour. It felt longer, but it was also really fun because it was sunset. And of course, like the first thing you do is park your car, get out and start hanging out with everybody.
It is really nice.
So I get to say hi, and it was like every time we would move, I would go back. Next time we move, I would go forward. Next time we move, I ran the corner, especially like right before signups. I saw the Dauntless folk were up there, so I ran up to say hi to them. And everyone I kept getting yelled at through the line, like telephone style. Makeshift, you gotta move your car, and I was like, what? 50 feet? You need me to move my car 50 feet? But okay, I get it. We got to keep things moving.
Keep it moving.
And I was really glad because the love bombs were right behind me, and not once did they try to just pass my car.
That's very polite, very demure and mindful.
Yeah, I would not have blamed them.
Yeah, just go around next time. Just go around.
Also, huge shout out.
Sorry, not to put you on blast, but he was texting me during this, being like, "I have to wait in the line. This is so hard." And I was like,
"Yeah, volunteer privilege."
I was like, "Excuse me, I waited in the Wednesday line for 5 hours before." I thought it was cute that you were like, this is hard.
It was really hard.
Yeah, it's
5
hard
hours is a long time, but that's not even the longest the line's ever been.
No,
but I gotta say,
all.
The last few years, the line has been, it moves fast.
Even
on opening day.
They've got it down to a science. Yeah. I'm talking back before we were a place tribe, back in 2017, 2018, we were in some long lines, but I feel like now, even today,
we used to have major internet issues is the big thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And people couldn't pull up their tickets and stuff.
Yep.
I remember that being such a point of anxiety for me. My first few years, I was I need to print out my ticket.
Totally. Yep.
Because the service was so spotty. It was like, I'm in danger of just being stranded and not getting in.
All right, so all that led to ultimately a shorter build, but not by much, because most of the tribes were supposed to get there Sunday. We had a few Saturday arrivals that got a late start, but most of the tribes get there Sunday and Monday. So overall, like, build started right on time. And here's the crazy thing with build crew. The ones that were there just kept going. Through the rain, through the mud, they just kept building. And so by the time, like, the rest of build crew got there, they were kind of like, we're good. Yeah,
there were a few things that I feel like I was seeing built that I don't usually see built, but they went up. It went so fast. Like, the crew did such a good job getting things up that, like, even by Sunday when we usually arrive is usually done, but by the end of Sunday, like, most stuff I feel like that I was seeing was up. Yeah. Which was really, really impressive.
Yeah. And real quick, let's get this out of the way. The weather. Best build weather, best event weather yet. Yes. A little humid because of all that evaporation.
Humid. Yeah, weirdly humid. Sneakily hot, but like not the overt, like, you can't do anything during the day heat from last year.
I don't know about heat index because of the humidity, but I know that the highest I saw was like low 90s. And that was only like 1 or 2 of the days.
And the nights weren't cold, which I was again prepared for it to be a freezing year because last year was like a boiling hot year, but it was like really mild, really nice. I think Thursday was pretty hot. I had some trouble on Thursday with the heat,
a little bit.
Otherwise, weather was really, really nice.
It was great. Yeah. And no wind this year. Like, just nice light breezes. Yeah. It was just great. Yeah.
What a good year for
weather. This one will go unmatched, I'm sure, for a long time.
You know, from the flooding.
Yeah, aside from the flooding.
Event.
It was great.
Weather.
It was gorgeous.
Perfect. Yeah. Best weather.
All right. So, let's see.
We'll start with... Well,
I will say... The Dukes didn't have our name.
Our
city camp this year.
Speak on that.
What was
that like for you?
So my tribe took a year off. We had a lot of people were wondering what's going on with the Dukes. Are you guys done forever? No, of course not. The Dukes are just getting started. But here's the deal. We had a few people that had weddings this year. We had a couple like work travels, that kind of thing. And then, you know, I think every tribe just needs to decide when they're going to take a year to like just handle burnout.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big thing with the Dukes is we've been building a bigger and bigger and bigger camp.
Right.
And relying...
And your build is rough, you were saying.
Yeah, it's a rough build. And we're relying almost on like less and less people just in different ways as far as like the big build stuff goes. And so, you know, when it came down to it, we did a roll call back in the spring. Who's going? And there's a few very specific members where if they don't come, we don't have a camp.
Yeah, right.
Right? Which is something we may need to figure out a plan for. But yeah, so anyway, the Dukes just decided to take the year off. Of course, several of us still showed. I camped on my own, but a handful of Dukes camped out in Tent City, set up a little bar area. Yeah. So we were still there in spirit. The attack squad left a light bulb out of their sign in honor of the Dukes. And there were several like fun Dukes games. Like there was
the Ducks of the Nuke was so cute.
Yeah, that one was really fun.
For all the members who couldn't make it, right? Was what it was?
It was. It was all the missing Dukes.
Very cute.
We're missing
really
ducks.
It was like a scavenger hunt. Yeah. So fun.
Yeah, so that was Dick Punch that put that together. And she did such a good job because so many of the ducks, honestly, you knew who they were. Just based on the art.
She did a great job with like making them look like representing the person they were supposed to represent.
Yeah, I was like, really you're missing a couple of them. Where's the makeshift duck?
You were there.
I know. I didn't know that was the rule at first. But yeah, she said she's going to do the rest of the Dukes.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
The sheer number of ducks made me go like, oh my god, our tribe's this big?
Yeah, you guys got a big
crazy. We got a big tribe.
I'm always shocked because the Scam Bandits are 6-7 people.
Yeah.
I'm always shocked that so many tribes have like 20 people.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you manage all those people?
Yeah, how do you keep that many people?
Like... we all live in the same town, basically, like the same city, and we have trouble all agreeing on dates to do anything. So I can't imagine like...
Dukes are LA, San Diego, the Midwest, me in Tennessee.
Well, that's too much, man.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. But yeah, so there was also like a Where Are the Dukes sign that had like the little pull tabs, which I didn't find one that had the pull tabs, so I didn't get to know what the rest of that lore was.
Too bad.
But yeah, so people were... people were missing us in all the right ways to make us feel loved.
A lot of folks were asking you about like, where are you? Where's the Dukes camp? And you were just like...
Yeah.
Not here.
Yep. But props to Northern Nomads. They took our spot this year and looked absolutely
They looked
stellar.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved their aesthetic. Was really
I mean, their
nice.
art's just so good. And
Really, really good.
They're one of the tribes that will just parade around. You'll see them because they'll all be dressed in their Northern Nomad stuff.
Yeah.
Them and like Schofield's Drifters, they do parades where they just take to the streets. The Juggers, of course. Always fun to watch.
The Fringe.
Yeah.
does a
The
parade.
Fringe.
I always love the Fringe parade.
Yeah.
I love the Fringe because like they're unified in loose vibes and kind of like idea, but then their styles are so distinct that when they do the Fringe parade, you're like, oh, those are the Wasted Saints. Oh, those are the Restorationists. Like, you can tell who's who.
Oh, totally.
Just based on, like, the aesthetics of their costumes.
Yeah. Because
Which
they're
I
all
think is
spooky
really cool.
in different ways. They kind of, they pull their lore from, like, different places.
Yeah.
We've got New Orleans represented.
Yeah, different themes and aesthetics, but, like, under this, like, single banner.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's a little spooky block up there.
Yeah, I love them.
All right, so back to build. So even though I didn't have a Duke's Camp to build, I did get to have some fun helping you guys.
Yes, Makeshift helped the Scam Bandits build, which was super fun and so nice to have another tall person. Our tallest member is Carolyn, who is like a few inches taller than me, maybe. Still not terribly tall.
Yeah, maybe 5'7", 8".
Yeah, maybe 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah.
I should know their height. They're like one of my best friends.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you guys are building a dome out of PVC and zip ties.
Yeah, yeah. So the way our setup works is we have a PVC zip tie dome that was crafted by our engineer Decadence. Shout out to Decadence.
Yeah.
We wouldn't exist without you. And it's really a very simple build. Once you kind of know which colored strut goes where, you're truly just zip tying all the hubs and everything together. It's like pretty straightforward. And then we cover each section with like a triangle of fabric.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's open air but still very shaded.
Yeah, the breeze goes right through, which is really nice on those hot days. But yeah, your help was tremendous. We also had, this was exciting to no one but us, but Suicide of the Firelanders helped us set up a shade structure for our back of house.
Oh yeah, so nice.
In previous years, our back of house was just open. So our kitchen was just out in the direct sunlight. And, I did not cook. I'm not a cook, but I heard from our cooks that was miserable, which fair. And so this year, I went out to Salt Lake ahead of time and built this shade that was Suicide's own design that is really nice. It like rolls up. It's just a canvas and steel kind of thing. And we put a couch back there. We had shelves. It was huge for morale. It was really, really nice.
It's really cool. And yeah, Suicide put together a really great, like, speedy build design for that structure too.
So he came by, like, showed us how, like, I had known because I helped him make it, but he showed, like, the rest of the bandits how to set it up. He helped us set it up the first time out there, and it went down so easy. Rolled right up, put it in a box. It's fantastic. And it's so quick. It's like maybe like 15 minutes. It like really didn't add much to our build time, which was really nice.
Awesome. And your camp looked absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, should we talk about the second apocalypse that happened at Wasteland this year?
The flies.
Because you mentioned your kitchen. The flies.
The flies were horrible.
They were extra bad this year.
I was on the verge of like sensory crash out like every hour from these freaking flies. They really just anywhere shaded, they were like, that's where I want to be. That's where I want to be, and that's where I want to be fucking. Is what those flies said.
They were coupled up every which way.
And so no matter where I went, whether it was like, they weren't so bad in the dome, which was really nice, but in our back of house, like with the solid shade and the kitchen, oh my god, they were
the garbage bag.
Gross. We had fly traps. Someone, I forget who you are, I'm sorry. Someone like put something out on Facebook or Discord that was like, whoever brings me like 400 fly corpses will become the Lord of the Fly and get a little medal or whatever, which I thought was really funny. No, we should have, because our sticky fly paper was like covered in flies. It was so gross. And we kept like touching it by accident.
Yeah.
And like it sticks to your skin.
Hopefully that's just a temporary thing. I know
really
they said that
so.
They found an illegal dump site near site.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably part of the problem. I think the rain was probably a big part of that too.
I think the rain was a big problem, and hopefully like the cold like of the like around winter time, the temperatures drop. Hopefully they'll beef it by
Totally.
next year.
Yeah. But I know that Wasteland was already talking. They're going to work with the city to get rid of the dump site.
That's great.
And
Yeah.
hopefully police that a little bit.
Yeah, because there was only one other year where there were like flying bugs, but they were like fruit flies almost.
Yeah.
And they weren't as pervasive.
And then we usually get the hoverflies.
Yeah.
The ones that will find the middle of the room. Californians know them well. They're not here on the East Coast, but they will fly in the middle of the room and then just hover in a spot together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
They're a very strange thing. Yeah. But I would get them in my camper because they do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But usually just a few of them. Nothing like this year where it was like keep everything closed.
Literally, like even your RV would be full of them.
Yeah.
They would just like get in,
Yeah.
and I wasn't safe anywhere.
No, because he's the type that like your eyes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
At one point, we after Wasteland, we did a photo shoot, and we left the windows of the car down.
Yeah. So we could hear the radio.
So we could hear the radio
and get access to the gear and
he
stuff.
had to like speed around really quick to try to like get all the flies out. Of course, then the car was full of dust.
Dirt, dust. Oops.
But it was so horrific.
Yeah.
How many flies? And I'm modeling and I'm starting to sweat and they're starting to land on my face.
Oh, it was awful.
Sorry. Anyway, we'll put a content warning about bugs. But yeah, the flies were truly like the worst they've ever been. Hopefully the dump site thing helps. Hopefully winter helps.
Yeah.
We'll find out in spring.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. All right, so let's move into the
Moving
festival.
on.
Yeah.
Another build thing.
Oh, what do you got?
So there was a generator that almost turned me and my neighbors evil.
What do you mean?
So we had wonderful new neighbors this year. Shout out the Pacific Rejects. You did a freaking amazing job.
Their
Your
camp looked
setup was
great.
so cool. You guys were so nice.
Yeah.
They had some generator problems at the beginning, and we used to be the green place, so one of our ward rules over there was no generators at all.
Oh, wow.
It was no late nights and no generators were like the ward rules. And so we all kind of like, me and the Scam Bandits, Rag Weavers, we were all kind of like accustomed to no generators. And at one point, the Pacific Rejects were having trouble with theirs, where it was like, there was something going on with it.
It was choking out because they had the baffle box,
Mm-hmm.
but if you don't have a fan, it doesn't get enough fresh air, so it actually chokes itself out.
Yeah, and so this was still during setup, so it was otherwise really quiet, and all of a sudden there's this generator noise that was like right in our camps for a bunch of like autistic people who are used to quiet. And so a bunch of us were like, this is gonna make me evil. This is gonna ruin everything. They were great about it. They came by and apologized, and they had a quiet one for the rest of the event. So it was really only that afternoon.
Yeah.
But for a second there, before we met them and knew how kind and wonderful that they are, we were all like, but it sorted itself out. Now it's just kind of like a funny, silly thing that happened.
Wow.
And again, shout out you guys. You guys are lovely. It
Yeah,
was
they
really
were
nice
great.
to meet you. Loved the tuba playing. Was it a tuba?
Tuba? Well, you mean Bumble? Like Bumble goes around playing.
No, there was a new person with the Pacific Rejects.
I don't
who had
know.
big. They were at the Out of Tune Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of fun instruments
Lots
this
of fun
year.
instruments. But yeah, so that was just like a little pre-Wasteland anecdote. Yeah, let's start with Wednesday.
All right, let's open the gates.
All right, we're opening the gates
So
at 11 a.m. on Wednesday.
1 o'clock.
Sorry, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Before everyone is there
All right.
in the event.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I got notes. most everyone knows my notes about this. Like, I feel like the 1 o'clock start goes back to 2011.
Yeah.
2011, the first year we did gates, they did 1 o'clock because it was like, all right, we want to get a nice full first day. But now it seems like the line's not done, and then when people do get in the line, they want to set up their camp and get dressed before coming to
and settle.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And so like I think what you were saying, there were more cars in line for the gate opening ceremony than there were attendees for the gate opening ceremony. Which I think doing like a sunset gate opening ceremony
would like see that.
I think solve a lot of that. I think more people, it would be beautiful. You could light up the sign.
Mm-hmm.
It would be so cool.
Yeah, that would be great.
You know? But we love the gate opening ceremony. It's super fun.
It's super fun.
Killshot got to play the drums, which you got on video, which was really exciting. I got to ride in on the junker.
Yeah.
Shout out Suicide. Love you.
So this was an interesting year because I was camped out at the end of Fort Kickass, which is where a lot of the build crew volunteers camp. I was opposite CCB and Slocum Joe's, so I
love them too.
Got my little sampling tastings from both of them.
Those donuts.
But what
those
ended up
tacos.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
for the delicious food.
Yeah, shout out Slocum Joe's. These guys are out there feeding the masses for free. Coffee and donuts in the morning, and they did tacos Wednesday, I think, which was really, really nice.
Yeah, so good. They do a great job.
But because I was camped there, I had a whole new perspective on the event. So normally I'm camped in with the Dukes. Did that almost go? Oh, you found a little spider guy.
There's a daddy long leg.
Oh, we'll take a quick break.
He's like, no, actually, I don't want to go that way. No, no, thank you. He keeps turning around. Go! I get him outside.
He's in your slippers!
No!
You all know that creepy beach resort hotel that got taken over by raiders? Well, yeah, you've all gotten so good at staying away from there that those handsome raiders have gone away. So now you can go back there again. The pool is open, so's the hot tub, both full of clean, fresh water, and there's more food than you've ever seen. Did I mention the raiders are definitely gone? 'Cause they are. We've got rooms for everyone, so bring all your valuable stuff with you. You're gonna want to be here a while, and you don't need to bring weapons. Everyone here is really nice.
Tell him it's not a trap.
Shut up, they'll hear you.
Just tell him.
It's definitely not a trap. We'll be waiting for you, so come on down.
Think it'll work?
Okay. Whew.
We almost died. Just kidding. There was a daddy long legs.
Yeah, not so bad.
No, he was cute.
Not so bad.
He did web you though.
He did.
He webbed on you.
He did web me.
Yeah.
I got webbed.
He got nervous.
Yeah.
He really didn't want to go with
He
you.
just squirted web and.
Okay. Anyway.
Moving on. Okay.
Opening
All right,
gates. That was cool.
So I got a new perspective. Normally, I'm flying a drone for opening of the gates the last few years. And normally I'm flying from inside the gates or like right at the gates. So that's kind of my perspective. But this time I launched from the end of Main Street.
On the outside?
1 block away from Main Street is where I launched from.
Are you looking at the map over there?
Yeah, I did just look at the map.
That's really funny.
Yeah, because Fort Kickass, I was on the corner 1 block away and then 1 block over to Main Street. And so I launched from the intersection at Main Street there, and it just gave a whole new perspective of like coming in from Tent City.
Yeah, which is like what most people are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I noticed, even while I was standing there, the cars were lining up, and I've always seen it from at the gates. So all I know is there's just this infinite line of cars coming.
Yeah.
This time I actually get to see where people were like getting in line, getting excited.
Well, it was coming from like 3 different ways.
Yeah,
we
and
all had
all
to
the way
take
back.
turns. Well,
All the way back.
And part of the kind of logistical nightmare of that is that there are people coming in their unthemed cars trying to get to their campsites. And so the line for the opening gates was all the way to the back of the event.
Yeah.
And you've got these poor people who are just like stuck and can't get to their campsites because we're like already dressed up and like,
Yeah.
what's up guys, welcome to Wasteland.
Yeah.
Which kind of stinks for that.
I hadn't thought about that, but that's one more reason. I think 5 o'clock gate opening. Hear me out.
Yeah, well, I had never thought about that before, but then, yeah, we were at one point, after we went through the gates, we were pretty early on, and we did, like, a lap.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people were doing laps, because, like, it's fun riding around in the vehicles.
Totally.
But then we noticed, like, we're causing traffic for people who are trying to get it, and so we kind of went a different way and stopped driving around.
Yeah.
But that's something I never really considered, and it was a bummer to see. I was like, oh, sorry guys,
that's
we're in your way, sorry.
Yeah, because those first few hours, like, the afternoon, people do need to set up their camps. A lot of people are still getting in line. The line is the line's still going at 1 o'clock. Usually that's around the time they start to kill it, which is why I think they feel good about the 1 o'clock. But yeah, think about 5 o'clock. The city's still open starting at noon.
Yeah.
So you can still go and preview.
Just do a ceremonial
go meet the
thing. Shut the gates
tribes.
again, open them
5
back
o'clock, close them. Get everyone line up. Now we start to have like some better lighting. And now, because it's 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, when people are like ready to actually go in the city, the tribes are starting all their evening entertainment.
Yeah, and there's because like, that's another thing at like 1 p.m. Not a lot of the tribes like especially in a year like this where we were a little delayed, especially the bigger tribes. Not everyone is necessarily open and having events at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And so going into the city, like for the evening, it's like, you start going to bars. It's like, it feels much more like a grand opening where like the city is now open to you. Go, go get your friendship and your beverages.
Yeah, and then 5 o'clock would still make it so that there's enough daylight for the cars to do a couple of tours. You could light the sign at this point, and it might show, but might not, because usually sunset's around 7 something.
Yeah.
But anyway, then by the time the gates open, like it's party time. Like everyone's got stuff to do.
Yeah.
And now hopefully most of the camps are built so people can feel good about like staying out in the city
going out
rather than like, all right, we saw the opening.
Gotta go back,
work. Get dressed, and then we'll come out later, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our little diatribe on gate
I did love, speaking of which, I remembered another thing from Tuesday night.
What's that?
Was you pulled me out of bed to go watch the sign lighting, which I had never gone to, and it was really nice. Just this little group of Wastelanders watching the sign get lit up. And I had already taken an Ambien at this point, so I barely remember it, to be clear. But I remember really enjoying it.
Yeah, good. It's really fun. It's kind of like the big symbolic midnight, because at midnight they let people come in the line.
Right.
So not only is it letting the build crew like celebrate their accomplishment by going and pushing a button, but also it gives the people that are pulling up to line this big showpiece to see. Yeah,
really exciting.
Yeah, really fun.
So Wednesday night. What were our highlights from Wednesday night?
All right, so let's see. One of the people I helped pull out of the mud were a couple of the Ray Cats.
Yeah.
And
they had Sad Cowboy Hour.
And they did Sad Cowboy Hour.
That was really fun.
So they played a bunch of like sad country music. Everyone showed up in their best cowboys. They had a couple of small hats for people. It was just really fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
And they're like a newer tribe, so they were still in Tent City, but they put up a themed camp. So this is like, step one before you get placement, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, super fun.
Very cool.
Sad Cowboy Hour
Very
was
cool.
great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We also had the variety show, which you were in. That was that night, right?
Yep, that's
that
Wednesday.
Was really fun.
Yep.
Some really great acts. Really
gosh.
Good.
It really helps you get ready for the weekend because there's comedy, there's burlesque, there's music, there's performance arts. They show off a lot of the stuff that you can expect to see at the Rec Room for the rest of the week, which is awesome.
It was a really nice showcase.
Yeah.
I feel like, usually variety showcases, you might be like, whatever. But I feel like they had some really great talent, really, really fun shows.
Yeah.
I loved Team Rocket's burlesque performance in like the Nuka-Cola.
Just so good every time.
Astronaut.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Yep.
And then the pool. That was really, really fun. I loved the amount of K-pop demon hunters I heard.
Oh, yeah.
That was really fun.
Great.
And then also on Wednesday is one of my favorite events, which is the ABBA Power Hour at Rec Room. I feel like that for me is kind of like Wasteland has started. A lot of my tribe and a lot of the Ragweavers and the APOCs, who are like our Wasteland besties, go and dance, and we all get to dance together in like a big group, and it's songs that everyone knows the words to. And it's just really fun. It's such a random thing. I feel like it started as like kind of a one-off goof, and now it's like such a staple, I feel like, of Wednesday night.
It's on par with like the swimsuit contest, with the attack show, of as far as like gathering the most Wastelanders for one solitary thing.
Yeah, it's just so joyful and fun, and like I love it. If they ever stop doing it, I'll riot.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I danced 2 songs, and then I was like, all right, I got to figure out something else to do. So that's when I went around and.
Doesn't like ABBA.
And no, ABBA's. No, I don't particularly like ABBA. I like a couple of the songs.
It's just one flaw.
Yeah, YMCA, great tune. Anyway, one of the not so greats about Wednesday, we missed out on glizzies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
well, actually, it's probably good we missed out.
Probably good.
From what I heard about the glizzies in question.
All right, so what is a glizzy? Let's start there.
Okay, for
it's hosted by the Bombers.
For the elder members of the community, a glizzy is a hot dog.
Why is it called a glizzy?
I don't know. That's what Gen Z.
That's just what we call them now?
Yeah.
The glizzies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not me, but
all right, so Bombers were hosting glizzies.
Glizzies, but they were running a little late. And so we were sitting around dinner time. We're kind of like, we had been like, we won't cook dinner because we're going to go have these hot dogs. And then they didn't happen. And then when they did happen, we left at a certain point because we were like, all right.
Just had other things.
I'm like, I've been sitting here. People keep talking his ear off. I'm like, all right, let's wrap this up and go find food elsewhere.
Yeah.
But apparently the glizzies in question were deeply cursed.
Cursed glizzies.
Cursed glizzies.
Yeah.
I forget what Carrion told me was on theirs, but they ate it. But it sounded wretched.
It sounded like gummy worms, hot sauce, and
yeah, there was something sweet involved.
Chocolate. It's
yeah.
like really weird combinations.
Yeah, and to be fair, it did say that on the event.
Yeah.
So it's not that we were misinformed; we just were ignorant.
And I mean, there's certain gross combinations that I'd be like, yeah. But none of these sounded good.
Yeah, but if you're, I know there's a lot of flavor freaks at Wasteland who love weird, gross food and drinks. So if that's your thing, this would have been great for y'all.
I think it would be really fun to do a competition where you try the oddest combination of flavors that actually tastes good.
Interesting.
Right? Like, you would never guess that this would be a good combination. I don't know what it would be.
I think you just want to eat good food.
Yeah, I just want to eat good food. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. All right, so let's see. So one of my weird things this year, and it may have just been that I was kind of thrown out of my normal
you were off
cadence,
your groove,
was Wednesday felt odd overall. It just felt
routine.
It felt too routine. It didn't have that excitement. The energy at Wasteland felt a little bit lower this year, especially on Wednesday. And all that picked up on Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday was great. Unfortunately for me, Thursday I had minor heat emergency.
Oh, yeah.
And so I spent most of the day out of commission.
That happens.
Which was a bummer.
Yeah.
But Thursday night was super fun. Can you tell me about what you did during the day on Thursday while I was dying?
What did I do on Thursday? I probably shot a bunch of video. Yeah, I know I shot a bunch of video.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we performed at the rec room right before I...
Was that before?
Passed out. Yeah, right before I had my...
Oh, you're talking about the Wednesday show. Are you? No.
No, Thursday.
No, because Rec Room was... Oh, yeah, it was afternoon.
It was Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, all right. So the big one was, I did a set, hour-long set at Rec Room, which was awesome.
And I get to sing a song, a duet with you,
Yeah.
and help you with sound check, which was really fun and very scary. I love to sing, but I have tremendous performance anxiety. And so I took a beta blocker and...
I've seen those advertised on Facebook.
And in the past, that's worked for me, but I think combined with the heat in the environment, I had a bit of a moment where I kind of was a little out of it, and he had to come rescue me.
Yeah.
But the performance was really fun.
It was really fun. It was great. And I really liked Rec Room this year because last year, I think I said on a past podcast, was insanely hot.
Yeah. And so people were just in camps melting. We didn't have a single person touch a board game last year because...
Really?
Oh, yeah. No board games got played.
Oh, wow.
Because people would just come in and just...
Yeah, just looking for shade.
Same. We didn't want to play board games either. We were all so hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So last year, by the time I got to the Rec Room, it was just full of everyone just like half dead under the misters. And I was like, okay, let's liven up this crowd. But this year, the weather was great. People were there for the show.
Yeah.
The misters, I think, were only on like a little bit. Like they were barely even on, which is awesome. So it was a really fun show. And thanks for performing.
Yeah, it was really
fun.
Nerve-wracking.
Because I didn't have the rest of my band this year.
Yeah.
Mongo and Bullet both took the year off. So my lead guitarist and my bassist weren't there.
Sad.
Yeah. So it was really great to have you on.
Yay.
Yeah, and it was a really fun show. What else did we do Thursday?
What else did we do Thursday?
Oh, my next thing is I went to the roast of Sandy, and that's probably one of the things that I did while you were.
That is where you were.
Yeah.
I was supposed to meet you there, and
Yeah.
then I didn't.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Hey, are you good?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm in your RV. I googled how to turn on a generator. But I don't know how. It's really hot in here."
Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, Sandy has been a member of the community for like a decade now. He's a magician.
I love magicians.
And he's hilarious. For years, he didn't talk. He started talking in the last few years, which is like threw me for a loop the first time it happened, which was on the Duke stage.
Whoa.
It totally caught me off guard. But yeah, this year was the roast of Sandy. And there tends to be like these roasts. They're not like ever going on the main stage because they are for their people.
Right. They're friends. They're for friends.
They're for friends. But yeah, it was really fun. All of the comedians that were up there were hilarious. Like, honestly, like, I was very impressed by the comedy this year.
Good.
And I learned something. So Sand Demon is spelled like that. SANDDEMON. But when Sand Demon got up to do his response set, he said, you guys have gotten it wrong all these years. Yes, I know it's written out as Sand Demon, but it's supposed to be pronounced Sandy Man.
Sandy Man.
Sandy Man.
I'm the Sandy Man.
He's the Sandy Man, folks. Don't you know? Yeah. So I was like, oh, shoot. So
That's
this is
fun.
like, do you remember Dumb and Dumber? No, Dumb and Dumber 2.
I would never
When
watch
he's
that.
like in the wheelchair and he comes to life and the other guy's like, have you been in this hospital for 10 years just to get me right now? And he's like, yes. Like, that's what Sandy Man's been
That's
doing.
really funny. Sandy Man.
Sandy,
Get it right.
yeah, Sandy Man, yeah. But if you missed the roast and you're so curious, don't worry. A very heavily redacted version of it will be coming online at
Hopefully
some
it'll still
point.
be funny.
Hopefully, yeah. There's just a few things in there we're gonna leave out of the
there's
public
some-
eye.
Yeah, there's some things that are just like, for friends only.
Yeah, for friends only. Yeah. But yeah, Thursday really started to pick up. It started to
Yes.
feel like Wasteland again.
Yeah, by Thursday night after my emergency, I was feeling really, really good after that.
Good.
And then Friday, awesome.
Friday was awesome.
super fun.
Yeah.
I hosted.
It was busy.
It was busy. I hosted Bandit Bingo with the incomparable snacks, which is always one of the highlights of my year. We usually like host bingo together at least once every year, and it's truly like one of my favorite things.
It's well attended too.
Yeah, it's very well attended.
And I like that you don't have because when you go to play bingo, they'll give you like the ink blotters, but you guys don't do that. You have like chess pieces
No, we like
and
to
checkers.
we like
and-
to reuse the original bingo game we had. We actually had to start making our own boards because we had too many guests, and
Oh,
so
wow.
the like original cards we had maybe like 10 cards in the box,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember like 2 years ago we had more people showing up, and so I think it was Decadence just literally ripped up some fabric and like wrote a bingo board. Because
Wow.
like as people were coming in the door, we were like, shoot, we don't have enough
Yeah.
game cards. And so now we have those. We've been gifted long bingo, which you were saying is like how they check, but some people play it like it's
Yeah.
so they'll have like it's
Yeah.
like all of the numbers.
They
and they'll
don't win
play
much.
long bingo. Well, I like to say like because it's I think impossible to win long bingo,
I think
and so
the math
I
says, yeah.
always am like, if you win long bingo, normally if you win bingo, you get to pick a prize off our prize mat. I'm like, if you win long bingo, you get everything.
Oh wow! Oh, that's funny. Yeah, someday that will bite you in the ass
It
because
will.
someone will be in there just playing by themselves, and they'll be like, "Long bingo, let's go."
But yeah, it's really well attended. A lot of our friends come by, which is really nice.
Yeah.
We've got some folks who like bring us sweet tea because we're serving like some iced tea and iced coffee, and we've got friends who like share iced tea with us that they bring every year, and that's like a really nice little thing. And yeah, it's super fun. Friday was a hoot, and yeah, check it out next year if you have not been. We have some really cool prizes, and it's always a ton of fun.
Yeah, and you guys have a lot of really fun like vintagey board games in there. You had a special one this year, right?
Yes, I did. So, one of like my favorite things this year is I did a most wanted bounty for the first time. Only one person came to collect because I didn't put enough information on it. I think about what camp I was with.
Like where to find
Like
you.
where to find me. I said the OK Cafe, which is what we call the Scam Bandit Cafe, but it's not on the map. So that was my bad. I did scam stamp it in the hopes that someone would see scam, and anyway, too many steps. But I did have one person come in to collect my bounty,
Who deserved it.
Who deserved it? They
Yeah.
worked hard, and they were part of, I think it was like the Salt City Scabs like rolled up as like a posse
cool.
to collect my bounty, which was so cool. And I wanted to just give it to them, but it was a challenge, and it was beat me at my own game, which I made a custom version of Battleship this year that I called War Rigs. And I took like vintage, like original Battleship cases, and I had 3D printed cars and trucks instead of boats. And then I like did like a collage of the Wastelander newspaper
That looks
on
really
it,
cool.
and made it all grimy. It looks like it was underwater for like 20, like it's so cool looking,
Yeah.
like the rust and stuff. Not to toot my own horn, I'm very proud of it. But so I had someone challenge me in that, and they did lose, which I was kind of looking forward to, like, having someone collect the bounty and bring me in, but that's okay. It was still super fun.
Yeah.
I'm really glad someone came to play.
Yay.
A few other people just picked it up to play it, which made me really happy.
You spent more time working on that game than I spent prepping my entire Wasteland.
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah.
I did nothing this year because it was all in California.
I mean, that game has been, like, a long time coming. Like,
Yeah.
I got those car pieces, like, last year. I was going to do this for, like, last Wasteland, and then I just, like, never got around to it. So I was really happy to finally finish it. But yeah, we had a few new games this year. We had Cash and Guns, which is super fun. We had Wavelength, which I'd never played before. Yeah, it was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rad.
Good stuff.
All right, so a lot of lore happens at Wasteland.
Yes.
A lot of lore happens in the street as like these kind of like street theater
vignettes.
bits. I caught one on Main Street, basically right outside WCC, between WCC and the Forlorn Hope. That was one of the better hand-to-hand combat fight
Oh my god,
I've ever seen.
So sad I missed this.
Yeah, and I'm really glad. So Lord Marshal Rope did clue me in that it was going to happen.
Oh, nice.
And said, hey, if you happen to have your camera there. And
Wouldn't
so,
be mad.
and so I was like, oh, look, I happen to have a slot available in that hour. And Rope said, it's just going to be like a 2-minute fight before we're exhausted. And I was like, a 2-minute fight? That's already long.
That's a long fight.
Spoiler, it was way longer than 2 minutes.
Wow.
It was a really great fight. There was a whole scene. I think it was a culmination of like a bunch of lore that they had already done. But it was Lord Marshal Rope versus Gogurt.
That's
I don't
such
know
a
Gogurt
funny
yet, but-
dichotomy of names.
Yeah, one's very serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, they put on a really good fight. There was
Cool.
blood capsules, the whole deal. A whole crowd gathered around. And then as the fight came to a close, the two tribes closed in, grabbed Rope, pulled her away. Guns pointed. It was really fun.
That's so fun. That's like part of what I love about Wasteland, and I'm so sad because I feel like I always miss those because I spent a lot of time at camp and not a ton of time just like wandering around the city.
Yeah.
And I feel like I always miss that stuff. But that's awesome. I'm so glad you were able to catch that.
Yeah, but I know
Sounds
that
really cool.
Rabbit Asylum, Schofield's Drifters, the Petro Pirates, like basically that entire corner of
They're always doing-
Wasteland, they're always doing some street
I feel
theater.
like stuff like that is like the lifeblood of the event.
Yeah, and it's really fun to catch that stuff because it just brings to life that living, breathing city that we call Wasteland. So that like a few of us still get to just be like audience members and have it happen around us. It's just really cool.
Should we pause for our barter haul?
Yeah, well,
We
let's finish Friday.
finish Friday?
Let's finish Friday.
All right. And
Yeah.
then we can talk about
And
everything
then-
else afterwards.
Yeah, and then we'll break there.
Cool. Sounds
Cool.
good.
All right, so I got one more thing.
Okay.
So there's a lot of awesome vehicles at Wasteland.
Yes, this is
like
true.
hundreds now. I mean, there's 100 just motorcycles easily, and then there's 100 like cars, trucks, like badass vehicles. One of them is called Questionable Safety,
Oh.
and it is a monster rig
it's so
with
cool.
a captive cage hanging off the
Yeah,
back.
it's awesome. I always see you driving around and I'm always like, I want to get in there.
And at one point, you were like, how do I get in there? And I was like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
This was while I was working, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
On Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, because someone was in the cage. You're like, why not me?
Yeah, well, I always see people driving around in it and there's already someone in there. So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I can't ask because they're driving.
Yeah. So I saw it parked out in front of the War Cats, who are right around the corner from you. And I walked in and I was like, hey, what's a guy going to do to borrow this truck for a few minutes? And they were wonderful. I went in and they said, hey, if you just asked, we would have done it. But you came in saying barter. So we bartered.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically they just asked for a photo shoot. So
Great pictures, by the way.
Oh, they came out really good.
Yeah.
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 I tend to do like 1 or 2 tribes a year. This is not an invitation to ask me, but ask me nicely. Because it's a lot to do a tribe. But they were a tribe of 7, I think. So we did individuals
Reasonable.
for everybody. We did got a few shots of the camp and a couple of group shots, which was great. And then right after that, I hopped in the car. And we came around to grab you, which was super fun. So you were in the middle of your shift. I knew where you were going to be.
Yeah.
Because you were in the middle of your shift. I already cleared it with your tribe.
That's so funny.
And then, we put you in the cage and took you on a tour.
Drove around. It was really fun. It was as much fun as I imagined. It's just like, it's so fun feeling like I'm swinging around. And it's great. It's got like a tire as a bumper so
yeah.
it doesn't swing too high. And so I'm just like kind of it's super, super fun.
And you're
fun.
like wily hanging there with some limit because there's a chain that keeps it from like going too far.
It doesn't go crazy.
Yeah.
But it is moving. And like when you go over bumps, you're like, so I really did have to grab onto the sides. But yeah, it was super duper fun.
Yeah. And the funny thing was you said you felt safe. Like,
I felt very safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's like shaking around, I was like, oh man, this might be too much.
No.
You were having a good time.
I felt so comfy in there. It was great.
Awesome.
I had a great time. Thank you. That was a really nice gift.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey.
One last Friday thing for me. We had our wine and cheese night, which is the only night that like the Scam Bandits have their like private closed event. And we celebrated the initiation of our newest member, Bits.
Yay!
And Bits is a certified clown. She graduated from clown school last year or earlier this year, one of those. And so we all drew like little clown makeup on and had like a little moment where we gathered everyone's attention and we each like took turns saying something about like why we're grateful for her as a tribe member, tribe member, and it was really sweet and really fun. And I know you got some great shots of that. And yeah, welcome Bits.
It really amazes me because so much of Wasteland is yelling and flipping people off and telling them fuck you and looking big and scary. But the green place is so fucking cozy.
Yeah.
You guys are so sweet to each other. It's very much like the survivalist. We're gonna survive by communing.
Very,
rather than we're gonna survive by taking.
Very communal. Like Clan of the Bolt Cutters is great. They have a gorgeous space. And something I love about Green Place tribes is we have really like 360 kind of theme.
Yeah.
Like you come into our spaces and everything all around you is themed. Even our shades, like the ragweavers, like hand and machine sew a lot of their shade structures from like different cloth and canvas and we do canvas, they do more like a lot of like really nice floral pattern like sheets and stuff. And I just think it's really, really cool. Like you won't find any like black shade cloth in the Green Place.
That's awesome,
which I feel like I know it always inspires us to like a higher level of theming.
Good. Yeah, because I've definitely noticed, we went from, in the early years of Wasteland, a lot of tents, a lot of like rope and canvas. And as people have wanted to build up their camps bigger, stronger, second floor, all this kind of stuff, we started using a lot of pallet racking, not pallet racking, it's the other one. There's a few camps that still use pallet racking, but very rarely. Now it's scaffolding. Because scaffolding is self-structural and overall very safe. So, but it ends up having a lot of places just be like a square
like
with shade cloth on top, which is fine. But I do still love when now those shapes are getting broken by other tribes.
Shapes, unique textures.
Yeah.
And I feel like I really feel like no one does it better than the ragweavers. They're just so impressive with their fabrics and their fiber arts.
Yeah, we were kind of previewing. So there is a new Wasteland map coming this year. It'll be the Wasteland City 2025 Bird's Eye View map. And we were admiring how their camp is like a lot of broken pieces.
Yeah, well, even from like from above, you're seeing like all the unthemed vehicles in the back of camps, and it was really, really nice looking down at our little, we call ourselves the Tribe, which is the Autumn Pact, the Scam Bandits, the Ragweavers, and not seeing any unthemed things. Even from above. Felt so nice. Like even like I sleep in I slept in your car in the back of our camp. I cover it with sheets. I make sure it like looks aesthetically, like even though it's in the back, I'm blending it in, you know, it's not just uncovered. And then you've got the Ragweavers who not a single one uses like a tent, like a normal tent. They're all like, they make their tents. I can't overstate how cool their camp is. And so even from above, you see like their trampoline that they use as a shade structure, which is so fun and unique.
And honestly, it made for great shade.
It makes for fantastic shade because it's got the shade cloth included. But yeah, they do so good. If you're ever looking for inspiration, check their stuff out.
Yeah. All right. I made a mistake. I saw Friday that we were almost done, but we're nowhere close to done with Friday. So let's break here.
So we're going to pause in the middle of Friday.
We're going to pause in the middle of Friday. We're going to come back Friday afternoonish.
Yeah. Barter haul.
But yeah, let's do our barter hauls.
Let's show off some barter.
All right. Here we go.
The Love Bombs provide top-notch outcomes for the most discriminating clients all across the wasteland. When you need executive escort and protection, intelligence analysis, direct action, or other specialized solutions, the Love Bombs provide a bespoke option tailored directly to your needs. Listen to this heartfelt testimonial from one of the Love Bombs' satisfied clients.
I hired the Love Bombs to save my precious Pookie Pie from them there scabs over yonder. They was fixing to turn his poor hide into jerky. Woo! Woo! I reckon not a one of those bastards will walk away from this scuffle.
Because it's on the body part.
Goodness gracious, I reckon I ain't ever seen a gun that big. The Love Bombs will give your enemies a licking they won't soon forget.
Yes, the Love Bombs. They're polite, professional, and have a plan to kill everyone they meet. The Love Bombs provide complete confidentiality in their free initial consultation. That's right, the initial consultation is absolutely free. Remember, the Love Bombs. Artillery available.
All right, so I'm going to be showing you guys what's in my bag. This is just kind of the bag I carry around with me all the time, and we're going to see what's inside. I also threw in some of my favorite barter that I got this year. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yay.
Dump it out! Dump, 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 dump. Okay. All right, so, of course, we've got packet schedule and map. I like to hand bind the little mini pocket schedule so that I have it in my bag all the time.
I like that you don't put it on white paper.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't want it to look bad.
Yeah. That's and I didn't realize the mistake I was making until you showed me yours.
Yeah.
Because, using just white printer paper.
Yeah, you can buy paper like this just online.
Yeah.
Just look for weathered printer paper.
I love it.
And just print it out. Then I've got my wallet, my Capri Sun wallet.
What? I thought that was an actual Capri Sun.
No, I mean, it's made of actual Capri Sun.
Does it open?
It does.
What do you got in there?
I think I just have my faceless merchant card in there from 3 years ago still.
That's a good idea.
Got, I'm rich in Coyote Canyon dollars, just
I
like
hate to tell you,
else.
but what is that? 15 million plus
I don't
10
want to
million?
talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
You could buy a paper clip with that. What do you got there?
I have a Polaroid of us at, I think, the Rec Room show, which is really cute. Someone handed that to me after the show, which was adorable. I got a bunch of caps. Some of them are just Scam Bandit caps. Some of them are just
Did you pad your own haul?
WCC caps. No, this is just what's in my bag. I carry these around to give to people. This means I've given a lot of them away, actually, which is nice.
That's good.
Didn't get a ton of caps this year. I wasn't really doing a ton of cap stuff, but I love the ones I did get. Very nice. I have a arcade token from Gillies for some reason.
Arcade, yeah.
That's all that stuff.
I think some of his machines actually run on these.
I think they do.
Yeah.
I got this cool tarot card from a friend at the Apox who then did a reading for us, which was really, really fun. It's like a really cool custom Wasteland tarot deck, which was really, really neat. This was super exciting. So a few years ago, this Dirty Henry cup was brought to us, and they were like, hey, we're trying to start a mission where we're gonna we want to hide this cup in different it's like the Stanley Cup. It's like the same kind of size as the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
And they called it Dirty Henry. And we put it in a chair in the dome. We drew this little face on him, the little mustache and funny eyes, and we put a hat on him, and no one ever found him. So we were the first winners of hiding this cup. And they actually left the face on him. And so it's just part of his design
Okay,
now.
yay.
He has this silly little face. And they made patches, and so they brought us patches.
That's
and we were
great.
so excited.
Nice.
It's got his little face and everything. So that was super exciting for us. I got
Yay.
these dope earrings that I absolutely love.
Is that chicken bones?
I'm not sure what kind of bones they are, but I love them a lot. They're really, really cool. Let's see. This was a really cool one that a friend
some amber?
traded for me. It's got a bee in it.
Wow.
This saved my life. So this is a pocket watch that is, it's just like a novelty pocket watch in the shape of a key. And every Wasteland, I'm like, I don't want to have to pull out my phone and check the time all, you know? And so I was like, what's like a small discreet thing I could carry around on me and know what time it was? So this was huge. People were asking me all the time what time it is. And I could tell them, which
Yay.
was really nice.
And not just daytime or nighttime.
Not just daytime or nighttime. Oh,
Yeah.
here's the sad cowboy hour pin
Yay.
from the Ray Cats, which is very funny. We've got
Yeah.
the sad meme cat with the little cowboy hat on it, which is fun.
Cool.
I think this is the Attack Tabernacle
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I didn't
How'd
get
you
to
get
use
that?
this. I've had it for years.
How'd you get that?
I've had it for years and I don't know where I got
That's hard
it.
to get.
Apparently, I don't know where I got it. Someone gave it to me and then I've never
Wow.
used it. I think I bartered for this. I think someone had it and didn't know what they had and they
Cool.
bartered me for it.
Well done.
I love it. It's really cool. Someday I'll use it.
Yay.
This was one of my favorite things I got this year. It's just a little bobbin. This woman had a bunch of these. It's just a bobbin with a bunch of little charms and like
Oh,
it's got
yeah.
a zipper on
Yay.
it. Super, super cute. This random thing, I don't know. This
Just keychains?
A ghost. This is cool. It's one of those fake brothel coins, like imitation brothel coins, which is fun.
Oh, funny.
A ring that someone left. If this is yours, tell me it was left in the dome. And then someone gave this to us when we were bartending at the Peach Pit. And I think they said it was like a fortune or like a horoscope thing. And it's so cool. It's got like a wasteland,
What's your sign?
What's your sign? Mangy 3-legged wombat.
Wow.
It's just really, really cool. Like, feel the paper and everything. It's got all this stuff in it.
Yeah, that's great.
Little nail. So they did a really great job with this thing. This is so cool. There's a Band-Aid. There's some patches. This was one of my favorite things I got, I think, because it was just like so much love and care clearly went into this. Very, very happy. This was a bartending tip that we got at the Peach Pit.
I was just reading some of this, halfway through, it says, maybe she held on to you too tight. Maybe she didn't hold you enough. You're an oddball. You poop weird. You're tough, scruffy, and hard not to love.
That's really cute.
That's great.
All that's true.
Yay.
So yeah, those are some of my favorite little bits and bobs that I got this year. I didn't do a ton of bartering this year, but I got a lot of little gifts, which was really, really nice.
It comes in waves.
Yeah.
It comes in waves. Yay.
My treasure.
All right, get out of the way. My turn.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. All right.
I
Now, you're just bragging. Now you're just bragging.
All right. I'm not going to go through everything because there's a lot of stuff here. But someone did give me $100, so that's nice. It's fake.
In prop we trust.
In prop we trust. So this is one of my favorite things from this year. The Rebels put together this zine.
Oh, it's so cute. The design is so good. Whoever did the layout,
Yeah.
you crushed it.
Yeah, the design of this guy is absolutely amazing. I'm not going to flip through it because there is some adult content in here. But the Risque Rebels are a performance group that have been doing Wasteland for a long time. They put together the zine featuring a lot of the different members. And honestly, this is put together really well. So there is a beacons.ai/Risque Rebels. So you can find it there. But yeah, lots of nudes in there, lots of really cool stuff. Some of your favorite Risque Rebels performers that you can find out about. And then another book, this comes from Sting. He has a whole line of these like bad at flirting or awkward in public. What? Oh, point it that way. He's got a lot of these different books and he sent one over for me to check out. I haven't read it yet, but it's really fun.
reading it. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Super exciting. And for a bunch of Wastelanders, like, yeah.
So necessary.
Yeah, we need this kind of thing. All right, so I'm going to kick those off to the side here. This was kind of funny. This is actually someone's calling card.
Oh.
I don't remember who. Wait, there it is. Yeah. At ETM 540 Clubhouse. So I think this is one of the Black Thumbs.
Oh, cool.
So that's their like calling card.
That's cute. The
I got
emergency
this
drinking water.
emergency drinking vodka.
Yeah. Very funny.
We drank it, but the can just looked so good. I wanted to keep that.
A great can.
Yeah. This was a gift from Creature. She came with all sorts of wonderful stuff this year, so it's all hand hatched, and of course it's
so cool.
my little alpaca bob there.
Yeah.
But it's a wood carved bottle cap, so really fun. We got lots of money. We got Coyote Canyon dollars. I also got
the
tarot card, but I didn't get the reading. I got pulled away. I don't remember what this is. I think it's drink. I think you're supposed to drink it. I don't quite remember. Of course, a lot of caps. This is the War Cats gave me a dog tag for taking their photos. This goes with that book. I mean, there's just tons of stuff. More War Cats. This is actually from last year. Get out of there. This came from...
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, this came from the Restorationists. What I didn't know was when you go to the Restorationists, not only will they help you get dirty, but they also have kind of like an escape room-esque puzzle to solve. There's a lot of different like hidden messages and stuff. So as you go through all their things, the lore just gets deeper.
Cool.
Really fun.
Yeah, I love their lore. It's super, super fun.
Yeah. I got another... I got a bunch of these guys from Neo, so he gave me another one, which is really, really fun. I got an invite to the Wine and Cheese Social at the Scam Bandits, which came on a guest check. That was really fun of you guys. I don't know what this guy is. Go see your ex-wife at the Buzzards ASAP. So I got a lot of mail this year, which was really fun. This one was telling me to go see Abso-fucking-lutely Darling about a matter with the newspaper, which was really cool. A lot of Wastelanders do like a lot of CNC style stuff, which is really cool. So custom coins, the Pacific Rejects did this metal coin, which am I supposed to be able to get in there? I don't know if you can see it.
I think you open it. I think it's a case.
I don't know
how you open it.
I don't know if it opens. But
it's cool though.
But yeah, to actually have like real metal coins and stuff is really fun. This is a dog tag from Fishbug. Fishbug usually has caps that they would engrave, but I missed the caps, so they did it on here instead, which is super cute.
Very cute.
I got some bones.
A lot of bones
from Benny. Came by with a big old bag of bones.
This is cute.
That was just in my camper. That shouldn't be in here either.
Oh, why did you put it in here?
Well, it just got stuck with the rest of the stuff as I was like sweeping up the
cute,
counter.
Though.
Lots and lots of caps.
Yeah, lots of caps.
Love bombs, bombers.
Hang on, these are my favorite ones. Those are my favorites this year. This one is hand painted,
nice.
Which is really cool. This one looks hand painted, but I imagine it must be printed. I don't know. It's too small. But this one, they were saying they hand painted all of them, and it's just a little bunch of lavender. I think it's so beautiful. And then I love the design on the noble one as well. It's so cute.
That's awesome. I also got this. It's from Smokin' Jimmy Potts. Jimmy Potts was one of the guys that was dressed as a history man.
Oh, cool.
So with all the letters and stuff.
Did he have the really cool costume?
He looked fantastic.
Yeah,
he had a walking stick, the whole deal.
I saw
but
him.
he had his information written on these to hand out, which I thought was hilarious.
Really funny.
I also got one of the ghosts.
Where were those from?
And then if you're wondering where the crayons came from, as one of the only presented members of the Dukes this year, I received some just general Dukes mail, and last year someone started sending us crayons because we have a lot of ex and current Marines in the camp, and
kind of a military vibe,
and we have a little bit of a military vibe, so they send us crayons. So I actually got 3 of those this year. I got 3.
Did you eat the third one?
I did. I don't worry about it. And then, this is from Trix. Trix had a little bag of goodies here, which is pretty awesome.
A little Nuka-Cola cap.
A little squish.
And a
squish
squishy.
guy. Yeah, pretty rad. So that's my stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, super fun.
Thanks, everybody, for your beautiful, beautiful loot this year.
I love it. All right.
Awesome.
Let's get back to the show.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay, Halls.
Yay, Hall.
Are you like me? Do you often feel yourself flagging around mile 5 as you trudge across the wasteland, which is just when some ghouls or raiders jump you? That's usually a recipe for getting robbed, eaten, or, well, both. But it doesn't have to be, because I found a little something that I want to share with my listeners. Jet. Jet is this tiny, easy-to-carry inhaler that will solve all your problems. It'll give you a rush, make you move faster, and help you focus. It's become part of my daily routine, and while there are a number of options out there, the only jet I trust is Buzzard's Jet. The Boneyard Buzzards are committed to the utmost quality when it comes to their jet. The Buzzards source their ingredients from small batch suppliers and rigorously test their jet to ensure its safety and potency. There's no one out there doing it better or more ethically than the Boneyard Buzzards. If you want to try Buzzard's Jet and give yourself a boost, I have an exclusive code for my listeners. Just visit the Boneyard Buzzards camp and say, "Ready, Set, Jet," and you won't have guns thrust in your face. That's Ready, Set, Jet to avoid gunpoint interrogation. Jet is a fictional narcotic and is for entertainment purposes only.
All right, and welcome back, everybody. One final piece of barter from each of us. I think our favorites from this year. This was mine.
It's so cool.
This was a romper that I bartered from my good friend and tribe mate, Rook. They made it for themselves many, many years ago, and they were looking for a new home for it. And so I traded them my sidearm for it, and it's one of my favorite pieces now. I love it so much.
That's awesome. Yay. All right, and mine, this one comes from Bastion. So Bastion was running around with one of these little guys at Neotropolis, and I was like, oh, I love it. Can I have one? And I sent them the fur and the mask.
Oh, cool.
Because they said, hey, buy these couple things and I'll put it together for you. So yeah, I sent it over, and by the time I got there, he was ready to go.
He's so cute.
He doesn't have a name yet.
Yeah, we still need to name him.
Yeah. But I'm kind of wondering if we should do a little naming contest. Would that be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know what we should name this little guy.
And I think, all right, so send in your suggestions. It's so, to give you the base, it's a cat skull. He's very Neotropolis colored going on. Very dead, very Neo.
Very dead, very Neo.
Yeah.
Really cool fur.
But really cool guy. And yeah, he's just a little puppet. So yeah, I'm going to say, send in your names. We'll pick the best three, and then we'll put those three up for a vote.
Yeah.
We'll put those three up for a vote.
Let's do it.
That'll probably happen in the next few weeks, so get him in quick.
He's a cutie.
But he can go back to his little perch.
Yeah, he was sleeping.
Yeah, there he goes.
Taking a little nap over here.
All right, sweet.
Here we go.
All right, let's get back to Wasteland Weekend 2025.
Yes,
what is happening to my microphone? Get back up here.
He's sad. He's sad and he's drooping.
Yeah. For those of you on the podcast, welcome back. I know almost no time happened for you, but on YouTube, we just went through some really cool stuff.
Time has passed.
So if you just listen to the audio, slip over there and check out our barter halls.
Yeah, slither on over.
Just slither on over.
Slither on over to YouTube.
All right, where were we? We were like halfway through Friday.
We were.
All right, so Friday afternoon, I, along with Show Pony and Feather Edge, hosted once again the Acoustic Cafe, which is our open mic that we host at the Forlorn Hope. This was the third one we did.
Yeah, really cozy vibe.
It's really cool. Forlorn Hope is a wonderful space, really well decorated inside and out.
Yeah.
They have beautiful shade. They have ceiling fans.
Yeah, it's really nice in there. You feel like you're inside.
Yeah. Just like the Scam Bandits, they've got a bunch of games that you can play. Just wonderful cozy couches and stuff to sit on. Anyway, we figured it was a great spot to host our Acoustic Cafe. So, and also kind of keeping that the open mic that we used to do as the USO show with the Dukes. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I performed another, I think, 20 minutes or so. Pony and Feather Edge performed as well, and then we had a bunch of people sign up. I unfortunately had to run.
Yes.
I kind of got the show started, and then it was time to go to the motorcycle cruise.
Yes. Yes, you were shooting for the motorcycle cruise, which was really fun to go out and kind of... I've never seen the motorcycle cruise.
Me either.
And it's really cool.
Yeah.
And you got some really cool footage.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the car cruise in a bit, but the motorcycle cruise is a little bit different in that rather than just going one straight shot and then basically going back to camp, this one they said, hey, tool around a little bit.
Yeah.
So everyone kind of followed what the car cruise does, but then went into the desert a little bit, and it was kind of like a big bee's nest of movement.
Yeah,
so it was really fun to shoot.
People were kind of like coming back, like doing loops, coming back.
Yeah.
A lot of different directions.
Yeah.
kind of a really lovely chaos going on, which was really fun to see.
Yeah, and since Furiosa came out...
Also, several people, sorry to interrupt, I was kind of bent over him who was on the ground next to his motorcycle doing the drone stuff, and several people stopped to be like, hey man, you good?
Yeah.
Because I think they thought your bike had broken down or something, which was so nice.
But yeah, I was honestly using the 18 square inches of shade.
Yeah, we were using it as shade. But yeah, I could see why from far away it looked
totally
like that.
Yeah. But yeah, because Furiosa came out, which involved Dementis and his motorcycle horde, they added the motorcycle cruise a couple years ago, and it looks really fun.
Yeah.
And we do have the car cruise, which I think a handful of motorcycles do, but having just motorcycles looks
really
awesome.
cool vibe. Yeah.
And then one of my favorite things about Wasteland is the mini bikes.
I love the mini bikes.
There are so many.
They're so cute.
Oh yeah, was that one of your highlights this year?
One of my highlights. So this year motorcycle man. Makeshift got a motorcycle for Wasteland, and so he had a mini bike that he was kind enough to let me borrow. And it was my first time riding any kind of two-wheeled vehicle. Driving. No, I've ridden on a motorcycle on the back, but yeah, it was super, super fun. I loved having the freedom to just kind of zip around. And yeah, it was really fun to learn. And by the end, I think I got the hang of it. So we had our little biker gang, which was really, really fun.
But there are pluses and negatives to it, right? Because you get where you're wanting to go really quick. You save your steps, which means you're saving your feet. And it's way easier if you have back-to-back events.
Yes. But it's not great for like I missed out on a lot of like wandering into camps this year because I think I was just kind of zipping from A to B.
Yeah.
So I did kind of miss that like wandering aspect of going on foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my feet didn't hurt, so that was nice.
Yeah, it is really nice. And what I tended to do was just park in a neighborhood and then try to hit as many of the camps in that neighborhood as I could. Really, really fun. Oh, am I boring you? I'm just kidding. All right.
Vyvanse crash.
Oh, already?
Happening.
Oh, no. Okay. Don't worry. We're getting there. This is one of the longest episodes ever.
That's okay. It's worth it.
All right. Scam Bandits had your big event Friday night.
Yes, I already mentioned that one.
You did?
I did.
Oh.
Yep.
Goatheads had their big event. Well, one of their big events that night.
I unfortunately couldn't make it to the quinceañera.
Oh, it was so fun. Yay. All right, so not only was this Wasteland Weekend's 15th event and 15th anniversary, because even though they started in 2010, we missed 2020. So Wasteland's been around for 15 years, and it's the 15th event.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yes, that works.
I don't know how math or dates work, so I don't know.
Because, the 1 year anniversary was event 2, so it was off until...
That's none of my business.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, not only was Wasteland celebrating their 15 years, but also Captain Bingo's, who has been on the show before. Go back and listen to her episode because she talked about Wasteland the way it was originally, had a 10-year gap, and then came on to talk about how it's changed.
Yeah, that must have been culture shock.
But Captain Bingo's... never had her quinceañera, so she kind of like helped host this thing at the Goatheads, who are a very heavily Latino tribe, and it was just really fun. They played a bunch of Mexican music, or I guess just Latin music in this case. I don't know how deep quinceañera goes into the South Americas.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I don't either. As a kid, I always wished that I could have a quinceañera, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. Of course you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No.
No? You're just gonna... I think...
I'm not gonna culturally appropriate quinceañeras.
I think you deserve a quinceañera.
Thank you, but that is not my place to throw myself a quinceañera.
And a brisket.
A brisket?
Isn't
that the thing where they circumcise people?
Yeah, that. You get one of those too.
No, thank you.
All right, I'm going to backtrack right out of this. Let's clean it up with a little rain.
Oh, yeah.
It rained at Wasteland.
It did rain.
It rained
during
a little bit.
During the attack show. And it was really cool. It was really, really cool.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously Attack is like Wasteland Weekend's house band. Well, unofficial house band. They keep adding that in as if it's not true. but they're definitely the house band.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of attack. We used to be on the build crew. They're not anymore. That could be the difference. I don't know. But yeah, the show was awesome.
It was really cool. They did a great job, and it
first half of the
started
set.
pouring.
Not pouring.
Okay, it was
enough rain to make it fun.
It was raining a lot, but the drops were small. Is that better?
That sounds good.
Is that more specific?
Yeah, you're from New England. You know what real rain is.
It was pouring. There was a lot of rain coming down really fast.
It was.
I would argue.
My mom says it's sprinkling.
That was not sprinkling.
Yeah.
It was raining, but the drops were little.
Yeah, it was really.
That's important.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really. It looked cool with the lights.
They still had the fire going.
Everyone was moshing and jumping around in the rain. It was pretty fun.
It was super cool.
I was cold, but
you were.
It was fun though.
Yeah, the attack show is always a good time.
Yeah, they're great.
And then that night, pretty soon after the attack show, we both headed over to the Last Rites.
Oh, yes. Yeah, for the Midnight Howl.
I had seen that the Last Rites do the, what do you call it?
I think it's the, what is it? The Temple or Congregation of the Blessed Beasts.
Yeah.
They have this really beautiful memorial for all the animal companions that we have lost.
Yeah.
And it is one of my favorite places in Wasteland. And back in 2019, a long time ago. A while ago, I wrote a note to my childhood cat, Seamus, who I got when I was 10 and lived for 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And every year they bring it and they hang it up. And every year I go and I have a big cry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry right now.
Oh, no.
But yeah, what they do is just really meaningful.
It's beautiful. It was my first time in there.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a very special, very holy place. The walls are just absolutely adorned with photos, and my favorites are the hand drawings. Mm-hmm. Everyone's hand drawings and little notes.
I love the hand drawings.
Yeah.
I love when people draw their pets. Yeah. There was a collar this year which made me sob.
Yeah.
My beloved tribe mates have paw prints from their late cat Dubon. Yeah. It's just like, it's really meaningful to a lot of us, and every year I'm like, I just like thank them for what they do, and for bringing back our little guys every year.
And I think this was their first time in the city, and my first time like really seeing their camp from the appropriate side, because they kind of established themselves pointing in a little bit. Because the two buildings on the right of their courtyard are like an old Western town. Yeah. With the header boards and everything.
Yeah, because Last Rites, they have like this like kind of old timey cowboy. Yeah. It's very like Western themed. They have like a stockade, I think, in there, which is really fun.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, at midnight they did the Midnight Howl on Friday.
Which is another like really emotional, cathartic event where it was a lot of people this year. Like, I think it was so many people that they were like standing outside the gates. Yeah. Some people were like overflowing into the street, which was really cool. And yeah, everyone just kind of howls and yells, and a lot of people cry, and we had a good group cry, and we all held each other, and moments like that. Like, I know Wasteland is for partying and fun, but it's also like about community and love and loss, and just like the Memorial Hill. I think events like Midnight Howl, just like releasing, a lot of the pain and anguish that a lot of people already feel in their day-to-day life. Never mind, like right now, right? Everyone is hurting, I think, a little extra, especially in our community. And so it was really nice and really cathartic, and just shout out to Last Rites. You guys are amazing.
That's really nice. And I know that the memorial was not on the Twin Hills this year.
Yeah, they had
for
to
the first
move
time in
it
a long
because
time.
of snakes.
Yeah, well, what they said was the rain basically forced the snakes uphill, and so up in the rocks of the Twin Hills,
they were chilling.
They were up there hanging out.
Yeah.
And you don't mess with California snakes.
No. I got a few friends who are like, they love the nature, they love bugs, they love reptiles, and they found a few rattlesnakes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of rattlesnakes this year. Luckily, as far as I know, no one had any run-ins with any of them.
Yeah, good.
We did get I saw my first tarantula this year outside camp.
Sweet.
She was making a beeline to Decadence's shade structure.
Oh, wow.
And we had to like kind of like, without you're not supposed to touch them, obviously. So we're like trying to like use our shoes to gently redirect her away. And she was like, I don't care. I'll crawl over your shoes. I want to get in that shade.
Oh,
And so we
wow.
were like all trying to like, but she was really cute. She was just like, boop, 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 boop,
That's
boop.
hilarious.
And a crew member came and scooped her up and relocated her.
Oh, yay.
Which was really cool. But I know ever since my first Wasteland, they say it's like tarantula mating season, but I've never seen one.
That's hilarious. Wow.
So that was really exciting for me.
Decadence could have had a little spider wife.
Yeah, my beautiful spider wife.
Yeah. Quick reminder that there are lots of fauna that live in the desert of Wasteland Weekend, and they basically asked, just don't touch it. Let staff know.
We're in their house, so
And, they literally have trained snake handlers, so they'll just remove it out of sight.
You ever see a critter of any kind
Yeah.
that shouldn't be hanging around people, you let the crew know, and they will have someone come relocate it.
Yeah, and if you leave your boots outside overnight,
Don't.
shake them out.
Don't do that.
Just don't.
Don't do that. Put them inside.
That's funny. All right, let's get to Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday. So Saturday, one of the highlights every year is the car cruise, which is super fun. I ride along on the Junker with Suicide, and this year we also had Killshot, who's been riding along with us for a couple years now, and Soot, who rode along with us again this year. Just super fun. I always love the car cruise. It's just like really, you feel really cool when you're up on the cars.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to see like how many cars like there are now and how cool people make them. Like it's just always really impressive.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, and this is another one where camping in a different place really changed my perspective on things. Because normally I wait for the very last minute.
Right.
I just walk up between Twin Hills and I launched a drone from there so that I can get back to Wasteland as soon as possible. But this year, not only was I camped out in Tent City,
Right.
But I also had a motorcycle that I could go and get to where the cars were lined up and shoot
And all
from
the
there.
cars were rolled right by your house
What?
too.
Oh, yeah. That was the other
line.
thing.
The line went right by your house.
Yeah, so that was actually really great for knowing my timing.
Yeah.
Because I know that the car cruise isn't going to go until everyone's like situated. And so, yeah, everyone was just outside. I just got a bunch of pictures and video while they were there. And then once the last car was gone, I loaded up my stuff, got my drone ready to go, and just hightailed it out to where the cruise started.
Nice.
And I was able to shoot from nice and close, which was really nice.
Yeah,
And I know there were a couple other drone operators that were part of the official crew that were also flying. So that was really fun, being able to like be an eye line of the other operators. But yeah, the car crews look great this year.
There are every year there's more and more cars.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's so impressive. And of course, it takes a while to get it all set up because they're like hand picking which cars go where, which I think is really cool, just like for the video.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it's like to try to communicate with 100+ vehicles about like what we're doing.
They literally stop you as you're going in, one at a time. They talk to you and they say like, you're going to join this line. You're going to go to the far side or the near side.
Cool.
When the car next to you goes, you go. So they're like they like set you up for success right away. They let you know what's going on, which is really nice. But yeah, it was super fun.
Nice.
Had a really great time.
That's awesome.
We were a little later this year, so we spent more time waiting in line than we did just like last year. We were really early, but that meant we were like hanging out in the beating hot sun for like 30-40 minutes while they like assembled. Everyone got there and they assembled. So this was a lot better than that.
Yeah, I know one of the pieces of advice that got handed down was like, if you're doing the car cruise, make sure you bring like a gallon of water per person.
Yeah, I brought a parasol this year because I was
That's
like, last
nice.
year I did not.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I had to like go find a taller car to like hide in the shade of. It was so hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, car cruise, super fun.
Yeah, and it wasn't crazy hot this year, and there were some saving clouds most days, but the UV out in that area is insane.
High.
Like I think it was a 7+
High.
the whole time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're always just getting beat down. But yeah, car cruise was beautiful, tons of fun. I know I get a good close-up shot of you guys with the Junker.
Yeah.
Which is great. And then my next thing that day was performing at the Goat Heads.
That was such a good show.
Thank you. It was so fun.
I feel like because it was your last show, you really let loose.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because one of the biggest things is saving your voice out there.
Yes,
and so
absolutely.
if I was just going to do one performance, no big deal. But I was trying to do a
You
show
did
every day.
four. You
I
did a show every day. Yeah.
Yeah. So super
So you
fun.
gotta protect that voice.
Got to protect it. Got to stay hydrated and no yelling. Because
No yelling.
I've only ever had Dave DeFore voice one time. which is kind of nuts. But yeah, so for this last show, the goat heads, they've got an awesome sound system. They really like, they kind of roll out the red carpet when it comes to the show, which is really nice of them. And they made me so happy because, like, as I'm setting up, I just noticed all the goat heads are like setting up their chairs. They all want to be really close. They're like, this show is for us. And
it's a great spot for a show too because they've got a picnic table. They've got a bar along the back wall.
Yeah.
They have great sound. And then tons of like nice comfy chairs scattered all around. It was a really nice venue.
Yeah. And then lots of people were coming in from Main Street because they had one speaker just pointing out, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were just finding their way in.
It was like right during and after the photo shoot, right? The big main event photo.
Yep, the group photo at the main
So
gates,
a lot of people were kind of wandering in afterwards.
Yeah,
which was
totally.
Really nice.
But yeah, it was a really good show. I got to do Last Valentine's Day the way it was written for the first time in a long time.
That was really good. That was my favorite.
Thank you. But yeah, it was a really fun show. And I know that some people got there at 4 because when the goat heads approached me, they said, we got a block from 4 to 6. And I was like, okay, I'll take 5 to 6. But because it was the block of 4 to 6, that ended up on a lot of the calendars.
Oh no!
So I got there at like 4:45, and they were like, "Where have you been?" And I was like, "Oh shit,
no.
sorry, I can't play 2 hours straight. That's a lot." Honestly, though, I think I could at this point.
Yeah,
I've got the
You've
material.
got enough material. It's really just if your voice can handle it.
Yeah, I think I can.
I also was trying it because I sang with you every day, which was not expected, but I'm glad we did it that way.
Yeah.
But I was also trying to like save my voice. Because usually by the end of Wasteland, I have no voice.
Oh yeah.
It's the only time of year where I am whispering by the end because like the ride home, usually by the end of the time we get back to the hotel, I am whispering. And this year I didn't lose my voice because I was being a little gentler with it and not screaming at the top of my lungs at the Thunderdome this year.
Yeah, very nice. Oh yeah. Climbing the Thunderdome this year was super fun.
Yeah,
I've heard about that. Did we do that Saturday?
That was Saturday because that was the night I was allowed to scream, so I was yelling.
Oh, hell yeah!
Felt so good.
Yeah,
I've been waiting to let loose all weekend. Felt awesome.
It's crazy. Like if you've never climbed up on the Thunderdome, you have to. I know it's limited space and it's kind of hard to get up there, but you can ask people nearby for help. But climbing up on it, banging on it.
Yeah, I loved. I have a metal cup. Like bang on them.
Yeah. And every spot around the dome is a perfect viewing spot.
I have a dent in my cup.
Me too.
In the corner of my cup from banging on the Thunderdome.
Oh, super fun.
There were some really good fights Saturday night. We watched a couple of dudes beat the absolute shit out of each other. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Good. I feel like sometimes, Thunderdome fights get a little same old.
They can be sometimes. Yeah.
I feel like there's sometimes like stretches where like a few fights will be kind of like
but or people will go easy on each other and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but Saturday night people were going after it. Yeah. It was impressive. I was like, oh, this is like really exciting.
Yeah. There were we were there for 2 war boys that were in full war paint and they were so ready to
go, and then one of them got sand in their eye or something.
Yeah, they had to tap out. After one hit.
But they were so graceful with it. They like did the salute to the other one, and I think they hugged out. It was really nice.
Yeah, they were okay, but definitely had to cut that.
But yeah, they made a big showing coming into the ring.
I was so looking forward to it.
I was really bummed for them. Hopefully they get another chance next year.
Yeah. But let's see. Going back to a little bit earlier in Saturday, I finally got to take advantage of my invite to CCB's poutine.
So good.
It was so good.
So good.
So good.
Delicious.
Go make friends with CCB. Just be like, what do I got to do for an invite to this? Because they honestly, they bring in, what'd they say, like 100 pounds of cheese curds or something?
They were calling people off the street.
That's true. You just need to be nearby.
You just have to be nearby.
Yeah, I know that they just don't want ever to be expected because, if once people say, hey, free food at CCB, it's like a whole different thing.
Yeah, true.
So
it's for friends only.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really good. They bring the cheese curds down from Canada. It's a legit recipe. They're double frying the fries, and they're just serving it.
So good.
Oh, they were fantastic.
Oh my god, that was delicious.
And then they had like a sausage or something.
Right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I couldn't get enough. They fed me so well. Every time they saw me out in front of the camper, they were like, "Hey, MakeShift, come get some food."
Oh,
and I was like, "Yes, please, thank you." Yeah, so that was really fun. And then of course the rest of Saturday was just all sorts of trying to fit in all the things.
Hurrah. Yeah, visiting a lot of places that I hadn't been in yet. I feel like And a lot of people agreed with me on this. I feel like the timing this year was so weird. I feel like build was so slow, and then the event Wednesday was slow, and then it was gone and over.
Yeah.
And I feel like by Saturday, I was like, oh my God, I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't done anything.
That's one of the weird things about Build. It extends the entire event, but it makes the actual festival feel shorter.
Yeah.
Which is a really weird thing, but I love being there for Build. And if you want to be there for Build, one, get a place to tribe, because then you'll get an invite to come a few days early to Build. Two, join Build Crew.
Yeah, volunteer.
Oh my gosh. Build Crew is one of the best ways to not only extend your little wastecation, but also to make friends, to really feel ownership in the festival.
Enmesh yourself in the community. There's like no better way than, first of all, volunteering, but especially volunteering for Build.
Yeah. And I would say even more so if you're trying to come solo, try volunteering for something, because then you'll have a job, you'll have a manager of some kind, a team lead, and then you'll have coworkers that you'll just naturally get to know and love over the course of a few days.
Yeah, I definitely think for any Wastelanders like flying solo who are like, oh, I don't have a group, I'm feeling a little nervous, what should I do? Volunteer.
Yeah.
Volunteer is what you should do, because you're going to make friends and you're not going to feel like you're kind of like wandering and don't really know where to go, because you'll have like a little built-in tribe, which is the volunteer team.
Absolutely. Yeah. Plus you get a free ticket.
Yep.
Which is great. Especially with ticket prices having to go up over the last few years, just because costs are
it's expensive.
Crazy, just like the rest of the world, man.
But yeah, especially if you don't want to volunteer like during the event, you can always you can do teardown or build. As if you have the time off, those are great options. I know a lot of people who did teardown this year, and they really enjoy it. So,
but that pretty much wraps us up. That's it for our notes, right?
I think that's it. I did want to talk a little bit about the 15-year ceremony I think they did on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I did miss out on it, but it was for a good reason. Snacks and I loved doing bingo so much on Friday, we ran an illicit unscheduled bingo.
Oh,
on
unsanctioned
Saturday.
bingo?
Unsanctioned bingo, which was super fun. It was a lot more intimate because it wasn't on a schedule, so like only like our diehards came, which was really, really fun.
Cute.
We had a good time, but shout out to my beloved Green Place. They walked with the banner, and like a bunch of friends were in there, and I love my ward. They're my friends.
Yay.
And then also I wanted to talk a bit about the Peach Pit, which was super fun. So for those who don't know, the Peach Pit is our little speakeasy that we run. The Scam Bandits, the Autumn Pact, and the Ragweavers run. And this year we were expanded. It was bigger. Last year it was teeny tiny, so this one had a lot more room for standing around. We have a lot of really fantastic drinks that are donated from some other like Green Place tribes and friends of the Green Place. We had a lot of really yummy mead. And it was just super fun.
That's awesome.
It's one of my favorite things. It's gorgeous in there. We had furniture. We had like patio furniture this year.
There was a person that was furniture at one point because they fell asleep on the bench.
That was our proprietor, Thimble.
Oh, yeah.
She had just fought in the Thunderdome and she was resting.
Yeah, passed
her weary
out
body.
for hours.
Not passed out.
What?
Conscious.
Just rested? What?
Conscious.
They didn't move.
They laughed.
I
when
was
we
there.
were like, Dad is furniture right now, she chuckled.
I was there and then left and came back and they had not moved.
She was awake for a lot of it, which was really funny. I found that out later, which is hilarious. But yeah, she is kind of the Peach Pit is her brainchild.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then we all kind of like work on it, and we share bartending responsibilities,
Yay.
which I always love bartending. I did more hurricane shots than I've ever done before. For those that don't know, that's when I throw a drink in your face and I slap you, and I literally think I slapped like 5 people in a row.
Yeah.
And apparently my my technique of the water throwing needs work.
Oh yeah, you had a very up
I had
your
a very
nose.
upward motion with my cup,
Which
and
honestly, for the hurricane,
you said
kind of
it was
works.
refreshing.
I mean, It was something. But yeah, I definitely had the I dove the wrong way into a pool feeling in my head.
So if you got one from me and that happened to you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll do better next time.
Yeah. Or hold your nose while the water happens. So get the slab, hold your nose.
We also had a drink called the Slav Squat, which was by our friend Killshot, and it involved Slav squatting while drinking the drink. And one person requested a Slav Squat hurricane shot.
Oh,
so
Slav Squat hurricane
shot. They squatted, drank the drink, and then I slapped them. So that was that. I got down there with them. It was like a whole thing.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty fun. But yeah, Peach Pit's awesome. Next year on the board with the map and everything, look out for, we have the Ragweavers have a language called Weavish. And it came about because it's easy to embroider. That's the little history lore lesson. But if you can decipher our message and come to one of the tribes, you might get an invite.
Yeah, this is my first time checking out the Peach Pit. It's super cute and cozy. I love the obscure entryway.
Yeah, we have kind of like a little secret path to get there, which is really fun. And
then it's a wonderfully cozy, intimate space. And yeah, the drinks were fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, really good.
Whether you like good drinks or you're a drink pervert who wants to drink pepperoni infused vodka, we've got it all.
Yeah. All right, you want to wrap up with some Q&A?
Yeah, let's do some Q&A.
Okay.
You want to go first?
I'll go first. All right. Yeah. What was your highlight this Wasteland?
My highlight this Wasteland, I think, was singing so much with you was really fun.
Oh, yay.
I really loved that. Also, just seeing how, this is more of a vague one, but seeing how far we've come in our build and our aesthetic, and seeing how far the Peach Pit has come this year really meant a lot to me. It felt like this year during our build and teardown felt like we've really nailed it.
Cool.
In a way that in past years we've struggled with. Every year we learn, we do more, we do better. But this year I felt like we really got it down.
Good.
And we built faster than we've ever built. And I was just really proud of my tribe.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. Awesome.
And what about you? What was your highlight?
I think, all right, so this one is kind of like a category, but it was the new perspectives. So not being with the Dukes, but kind of helping you guys build was really fun.
You're an honorary bandit.
Yeah. Camping outside the city, like I said, it gave me a literal 180-degree view perspective change on the event. Going into the city every day was different than already just being there.
Yeah.
And then the things that I get to do different, like being able to sing with you was also a highlight. Super fun. I know that you were nervous the first one, and then each of the shows afterwards, I was just like, "Hey, you want to sing?" And you were like, "Yeah, let's just do it right now."
Yeah, whatever. I think by the third one, I had Thai tea and pad Thai, and I was just like, "Can we do it now so that I can eat?" I'm busy, so can we just sing the song first?
Yeah. But yeah, so new perspective.
Cool.
All right, and your low light?
My low light was the flies for sure. I think especially, I felt kind of spoiled this year because I got to spend a lot of time in the RV, which does have air conditioning, which is awesome. But then when it's full of flies, I feel like I couldn't really super enjoy it as much as I would like to. When you want to take a sensory break and you have the opportunity to be somewhere shaded and cool, and then you're being covered in flies, it kind of ruins it. So yeah, I think the flies were quite a low light for me. But that was it. I feel like there was no, we had no tribe drama, we had no issues this year, no big hiccups, aside from a little anxiety before the event about the water situation, but otherwise very, very good event.
Yay, that's awesome. Yeah, I think my low light was probably missing build because I consider them one of my tribes.
Yeah.
And typically I get to go and just spend a few days with just the first dozen or two people that get there, and they're working their asses off for weeks even before I get there, typically. And then by the time it's the week before, because the volunteer build crew comes in on Friday to start building on Saturday. So to get there before build crew is always really special because it's just a core group
intimate.
Of just really close people, and they're just really, really wonderful and good, high spirited, and they've been doing it together for years.
Yeah, so there's some really good camaraderie.
Yeah, exactly. And then when the event starts, I'll switch to event and tribe stuff. But yeah, not getting that time this year, I definitely felt the loss.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, what's our next question?
Our next question is, what is your your favorite new to you camp that you visited this year?
All right, I'm going to cheat. Scam Bandits. I spent a lot of time with you guys. It was super fun.
Yeah, and you'd never visited us before.
Yeah.
So that was really nice having you in the dome.
Awesome. Yeah, it was really fun. And honestly, that's probably the most time I've spent in the Green Place altogether. Because I know.
What did you think?
I like the vibe. I like that you guys have the I mean, it's not rules anymore for the ward, but I like that you have we're going to be mostly closed at night, minus like the
like an
pit.
HOA.
Yeah, you get an HOA. Yeah, you're like a little retirement village. It's and
it's definitely a different vibe from the rest of the event. It's a lot softer, a lot more, like textiles, less metal.
Yeah, and I don't get yelled "fuck you" over there, which like I get it, and I'm here for it. But my God, the "fuck yous," I'm just like I just started telling people I love them back.
Yeah, I love you.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm also like...
You've been going for so many years. You're over it.
That's the thing.
I feel like the fuck yous are really fun when you're first starting out.
I think for a year or two, let loose. Say the bad words.
Yeah.
Let them mean a good thing. But yeah, at this point, I'm just like, I just like you guys.
Yeah.
That and, my God, the number of photos that I've had to delete... or that I'm just not going to use, and the amount of videos that I'm not going to use because everyone's flipping off the camera. I don't need 1,000 photos or videos of people flipping off the camera.
Chances are, if you're flipping off the camera, 100 other people are also flipping off the camera.
Yeah.
And you can't use shots of just people flipping off the camera.
Right. Yeah, because I do know, like, a lot of people out there don't know what we do. They don't know what it means. So to have just a bunch of, like, young punk-looking people flipping off the audience...
Yeah.
But also I just, once I get a shot or two, that's it. That's all I want. So, yeah. Anyway, diatribe over.
We already did the low light question. This is the which camp is your favorite.
That was different. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So, which camp was your favorite this year?
So the Restorationists, I have known about them for many years, but I've never been inside their camp, and I loved it.
So good.
Their aesthetic and whole lore, and just like the lore is all over the place. It's on the walls, it's in little notes you find around, like just like the attention to detail that they have in their design was really impressive to me, and I had a lot of fun. I liked their camp a lot.
Yeah.
And they had like a little separate shop this year.
Totally. Yeah. A little barter shop.
Yeah, a little barter shop, which was so cute.
I forget what it was called, but it was very much like the swamp shop over at Barron's over with
Wasted Saints.
Wasted Saints. Thank you. It's so hard when you're going from one to another. Like I love these tiny little storefronts that are popping up everywhere.
Yeah, they're really cute, and they're like they look so legit.
Yeah.
You go inside. The Restorationists have one now, and you go inside, and it feels like a little room, and they've got all this really cool stuff up for barter. They've got a little shop window. Really, really big fan.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that I don't know what took me so long getting in there, but
yeah, they're really fun, and people are just putting a lot of effort to create more storefronts, which is something I've wanted for a long time. Because you have these like 100-foot tribes that just take up space on the street, and sometimes there's just nothing there. Sometimes just an RV block. Yeah. Sometimes it's just open space.
It's just like a wall.
So I love like adding density to the city, and that's one way to do it.
It makes it feel more real and more alive.
Yeah.
And more three-dimensional.
Totally.
Which I love.
Exactly. And just more things to pop in on. But also the Restorationists, I thought they were a tribe that got people dirty, which is also true.
It is true. They do that.
The amount of gamification in their camp is incredible. They have puzzles.
I need to check that shit out next year because Meow Wolf and escape rooms, I'm so about that.
Yeah.
And if there's little puzzles for me to solve,
it seemed like to the point where you've got to flip through a book and like find words and stuff.
It's blueprints all over again.
And look for this symbol over here. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I
love puzzles.
I'll be checking that one out next time.
Me too.
And they also have the Pope game, which
fun. Yeah.
Came down to Left Pocket and someone else. I don't know his name, but it was really fun. It looked like they had a really good time.
I loved the pictures out of that.
In their Pope off.
Yeah.
Things really poped off at the Restorationists.
Anyway, I have a secret special question just for you.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
What is the craziest thing that you have caught on tape this year that you've found in your editing since the event?
I didn't even find it. You found it. I didn't know it was there. I'm working on.
I know what it is now.
I'm working on a new video. I put together a lot of my slow motion stuff.
Very cool video.
Those of you who
showed
know
me last night.
already know what's coming. It's a We Are Wasteland. I just need to write it still. And I had a closing shot of the happenings on Main Street, looking out at the Wasteland sign from inside the city. And
Really cool shot.
and
Really nice.
I'm over here showing Winks the video, like, hey, check out this cool thing I made. And at the very end, she's like, is that a penis? And I'm like, well, it's in 4K. Let's find out. Yep, it's a penis. That's a penis. It was just a penis. There were more penises this year.
A lot of penises.
Yeah.
Not my favorite thing.
I have thoughts. Most of
Yeah.
them are leave your penis away.
Inside.
Leave it away. Yeah, Wasteland has always been like kind of open to nudity. I think that it is a safe place for nudity overall.
Listen, I'm not the... All I'm going to say is I'm not out here greeting anybody labia first. Okay? That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like, I've been part of a pirate nude, not pirate, but like a clandestine nude shoot for the last few years, which
Oh
is
my God.
super fun.
Shooting nudes, what's it called? The Witch's Walk.
Yeah.
Get naked. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But it does make it a little tricky for
Yeah.
people and videographers when you just part of your costume is dick out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
anyway.
that was really funny because it was like people walking and we're watching like a what would you call that? Like it's not quite rendered yet. It's a pre-render.
Oh no, it's
so it's
the
a
rough
little
cut.
it's a little more like blurry.
Yeah.
Not as high definition. But I could just like he's kind of far away and he's walking towards the camera and there's a bunch of other stuff, like there's a group of people here, there's a car going this way with like 4 people on it heading towards the Wasteland sign. Really cool shot.
Yeah.
And then you got people coming this way and I was like, that's a penis. The way it's moving around, that's just a flopping penis.
Yep.
And he I was like, enhance. And sure enough.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to find a different
I can just crop it out. So
you gonna crop it out?
You guys are gonna see the shot. You'll just know that there was a penis.
I think that
to
frame
the
by
left.
frame, you should draw underwear on him.
Oh my, that's not a bad idea.
You shadow it out.
I could just do
frame
like
by frame.
the little black box.
Not even a black box, just like shadow.
Just paint it.
into crotch.
Just paint it.
Yeah.
Or just write penis in big bold letters and you use the eye to block it.
That won't ruin the vibe of the video at all.
Anyway, yeah, there's a few things that happen that make me need to like edit around things. Some people carried around like bright pink water bottles that weren't themed. And
Just get a canteen.
I love the vendors at Wasteland, but when people walk around with their like brightly colored drinks in their plastic cups, you did.
Guilty.
But that was like inside a camp.
Guilty.
But yeah, when you're out on Main Street, put it in a different cup. Put it in a different.
My immersion.
yeah. There's a few things like that happen.
Someday, I'm gonna make him publish a nitpick list of if you want to be in the videos.
Oh yeah.
Here's what not to do.
Yeah. But I don't want to like call people out and like be like, hey, this is an example
Here's
of
a
what
picture.
not to do.
You don't have to have examples.
No, you're right.
You can just say it, and if they know it's about them, then
Yeah.
that's none of my business.
All right. Well, but with all that said, I did get a lot of great footage this year. That was kind of taking a year off the Dukes helped me to spend more time getting a lot of great footage.
Shooting.
So I got some drone stuff.
Very exciting.
I got slow mo. So we're gonna do a We Are Wasteland. I'll probably do a highlights as well. It'll be a lot of the same footage, but it'll just be in a different mood.
Different vibe.
And then I did get less than normal, but I think I got about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of like on Main Street. So just the
nice.
long rolls.
I know people really like those.
Yeah, those are really fun.
I feel like in my circles it's like that, and then Suicide does like a driving around video on the Junker.
Yep.
And people are just like, when I miss Wasteland, I put the Main Street one on or the driving one on.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
because
really
you get the
nice.
tones and everything. But yeah, I'm excited to start getting some stuff out.
Yay. Well, thank you for having me for this recap.
Absolutely.
It was a really good Wasteland. I hope you guys had a great Wasteland too. If you have something that's particularly memorable, or if you have a name for this guy, please comment.
Ooh, good reminder. Yeah. Let's see. Next episode for the podcast, we'll be talking to the Goat Heads because they are sponsoring. Do you have that patch still?
Don't forget, get your patches.
Yep. Sign up. Patreon.com/theapocalypsepost if you want to sign up for that. And yeah, I've got plenty. We got plenty. And if I run out, and if I run out, I'll just make more.
Do you believe him? I believe him.
It's really close. Like it's really close already. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, interview with the Goat Heads coming up. One of the highlights we didn't talk about, and we'll do this in another episode at some point. We get to stop in at Uranium Springs on the way home, which was super fun.
You should be seeing that episode soon.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that'll probably come out in November at this point. After they're about to do their fall event, but we were mostly talking about detonations, so we'll get that out pretty soon. And tickets go on sale
on Halloween.
On Halloween, which is rad. So yeah, really excited to show off that video.
Yeah,
we got a nice really long cool interview with Reverend Lawless and Adam from Wasteland from years ago. It is years ago now.
It is years ago, yeah.
But Adam is still very much Adam. So yeah, we had a great conversation, and honestly, Uranium Springs is very impressive.
Yeah, really cool.
So yeah, that's coming up. Yeah, a lot of great content coming. So make sure you're subscribed wherever you're watching or listening. If you were listening, consider checking out the YouTube channel today because a lot of this stuff was very visual today. Yeah, even though it's mostly just us talking. Let's see.
Yapping.
What else? Yeah, subscribe, leave a comment or a review if you can. It's mostly for like Apple, I think. And then that's it. So if you enjoyed today's episode, send it to a friend. If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with a friend. And if you hated it, share it with an enemy. And make them walk up Twin Hills where they'll be promptly attacked by a lot of rattlesnakes.
That won't happen.
It won't happen.
That won't happen.
No, but like, comedically, think about like thousands of rattlesnakes
legally,
all at the same time.
This is a joke.
Like slithering.
Slither to the comments.
Hiss, bite.
Slither to YouTube.
Inject.
Bye.
See you next time, survivors. Until then, stay alive.
Mwah.